Okay, I think I have everything set up correctly. Hello, Nope Lol. I was thinking that was Nope Hello, but I don't think that's it. Hello Nixie, hello Mac, welcome. Um, oh my goodness. So I have a semblance of a route in mind. Obviously, I'm going to be doing rotten farming and everything. I'm thinking of just using Ricard's rapier because I'm going to need high dexterity anyway. I'm going to go here and get the key from Lycia via very normal means. Going to go grab Ricard's rapier because it's right next to a few large shards, which I'm going to want to have anyway. I'm probably going to go kill the pursuer and buy the um, the fragrant branch from Malentra for the... Oh my goodness, why is there a lag spike there? For the silver serpent ring. I'm going to kill Malin in a second. Yeah. So, basic route going on. Hello. Is it Nana? Is that how you pronounce that? Please correct me if I'm wrong. I hope your first live stream goes according to expectations. Ricards is very fun. I like Ricards a lot. Hello, Anthony. How long have I been a VTuber? A few months, I think. Since I started streaming Dark Souls 2. Or, well, one stream before that, I guess. Nikki drew the avatar, and I like it a lot. I should go kill Malin before I forget, before I get any souls or anything. And then, in theory, the rest of the run should be fairly straightforward. I just need to, like, get through Ava, which shouldn't be too difficult. Obviously, the key to get into Lamlois is, like, right there. The fastest chunks are from the Darksuckers, which I'll probably just hack in, because killing a bunch of Darksuckers is annoying. I could just hack in the weapon, but I find that boring. I think the routing is, like, one of the most interesting parts of this game. Dark Souls 1 as well, but... yeah, killing Malin isn't that big of a deal here, because I won't want my normal armor set that I get. So, getting extra souls will be nice for less rotten farming and such. And then I will get the... hopefully I'll get the Retainer robe on the way through Ilium Lace. If not, I'll also just probably hack that in. I did my best to make the character look decent. It's very difficult to get a very skinny character to look good in this game, but, like... yeah, the body type is not conducive to a good-looking character. Also, black long hair. It's not one-to-one, but it's good enough for the time that I had. Yeah. The Dragon Rider cheese, obviously. Hopefully I get it. If not, it's not a big deal, but would be nice. I don't know, I pronounce that correctly. When is the next Sonic review? I have been working on a Sonic 06 video for actual years. I think it's been just over a year. I'm not sure how long it's been. It's been a while. I've been working on it for a while. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fuck. But it's gonna be a very long video. I think I'm 14,000 words in and on Sonic's 6th level. So 6 of 30-ish levels, depending on how you count levels. I don't know. I don't know how long it's gonna take. It's gonna be a while. I was thinking about doing Sonic Heroes or something in the meantime, but trying to switch from Sonic 06 riding mode to any other game riding mode is rough. Especially when I just want to go over everything in Sonic 06 in as much detail as I can, you know? Sonic Rush reviews. I played through... okay, so the reason I never did a Sonic Rush review is because I got stuck on the final boss of the first game in Sonic Story. It was not fun. So I just kind of stopped playing and I never went back to it. Let's try this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I hope I'm not too far to the left. I might be. Come on. Here we go. Now we can go beat up Lycia. What's the strength requirement for cards? Actually, what are both requirements? I don't know either of them. Obviously, I'm planning on leveling dexterity regardless, but...
I've no choice now.
I've no choice now. got an ad right before the drop. I've been meaning to disable ads. I've genuinely just forgotten. I will pause the ads. I think that's probably a good idea. Okay, the ads are paused. I'll have to remember every 10 minutes, which, based on my track record, we'll see if I end up remembering. There's a big giant yellow timer in the corner of my screen though, so... Really, I'll look at it occasionally. Okay, so I want to go here. I want to level up, so it doesn't matter if I die to Giant Basilisk. I have time for games. I have such a huge backlog. I've been playing through a lot of games that have been in my backlog. I went through the entire DMC series, and I went through... I'm almost done with a Greek God of War saga. I'm also working through Dragon's Dogma, which has been on my list for a while. The requirements for the Ilium Lois are 1827, I believe. So 27 dex first. Then I'll get the strength. I'll worry about the faith later. I think it's 11 faith. But I won't need faith for a while. I should have the requirements for Rickards by far now. Unless it's like 28 dexterity or something. Which, it might be. I've also been playing a lot of Elden Ring with the Vins mod, which I've played it before, but I've been playing through it with people and going through the DLC and stuff. It's been very fun. I think I'm doing 4 playthroughs simultaneously with different people for each one. One of them solo. I've been gaming. I also have a video, a Dark Souls 2 video in the works. I'm thinking of doing... Someone recently tagged my handle in the comments of, or in the description of one of their videos, and said they challenged me to do a similar run. So I was thinking about that. Rapier's 25 decks, okay. Playing as the gayest character? Yeah, they did add me to the game, but unfortunately, I'm talking about release characters. So hello, Nikki, welcome. I feel like I don't gay stream, or I feel like it's not often that I don't gay stream. Every Wednesday, you know? Okay, let's see if I can avoid dying here. Picking up the hollows is probably more important than the basilisk, so I don't die to them. I don't have my Estus on the hotbar. Pardon me. Oh, another life gem is a good idea. Okay. Damage is fine. Running SL1 runs? It kind of depends on what you find difficult in the games in the first place. I find Dark Souls 3 to be the most difficult SL1 by far, and it's not even that particularly difficult depending on how you route and what builds you use and everything. I'm just bad at it. Dark Souls 2 can be rough if you're not used to, like, paying attention to, like, positioning and everything. Okay, let me not get poisoned again. And also put Estus on my hotbar so I can stop wasting life gems. Haven't visited? Well, welcome back. I'm glad you've rejoined. But yeah, I think the most difficult is very subjective. And for me personally, it's... I don't know, I kind of gave up on Bloodborne BL4 just because BL4 is incredibly tedious with some bosses. Especially later on, like the one Reborn, it was just so unfun that I just stopped. The bosses are easy, but they're so tanky later on if you don't level up your... or if you don't level up, I guess. Somebody made a Super Mario 64 Dark Souls mod. That is a thing. I did help with it, technically. I made the baseline for the rolling mechanic. Where am I going? I'm going here so I can go into the forest, so I can get a knight and keys and silver serpent ring and stuff. I do wonder if Ricard's is just straight up better. 47 on the scaling? At +0? That's kind of crazy, actually, with 27. I know Eliam Lois doesn't have super good scaling, and I know leveling it up doesn't give it that much base damage, but it's not like there's anything else I'm going to be upgrading. I think the one that will be hardest is Demon Souls, because you don't know it very well. That is a good reason I think it'll be the hardest. I haven't done a Soul Level 1 playthrough of Demon Souls. I don't think I have. But you can get so much damage in Demon Souls that any real challenge can reasonably bypassed by just getting, like, I don't know. Can you use like the Pillars of Flame spell in that game at Soul Level 1? You can kiss girls for a massive HP regen buff. I'll have to put that one to the test. Need a volunteer. Do I want to kill the ogre for souls? No, not really. Oh, but I have Ricards. I should. Only because it'll be funny. I love this stupid multi-stab attack. It's so much fun. That's pretty good damage, too. Okay, I think this will be better than the normal rapier. God, that's so dumb. Such a fun weapon. It's bugged in your copy of the game. Maybe you need to, like, kiss boys or something. I don't know. Or maybe if you think about not kissing people. Did I ever receive it? I haven't lived at my grandma's for a while. So I don't think it was recently. It is a very good hit sound. The Ricard's Rapier is... it's up there. It might be my favorite weapon in the game. It's either Ricard's Rapier or the Key to the Embedded. Hello, Lucky Dragon. Welcome. Asked her for my current address. Oh, she didn't know my address. I sent it to her recently, I think. I don't remember. I don't know if I've actually given her my new address, come to think of it. If you would like to DoorDash me Jimmy Johnzo, I will happily give you my address. Just not, you know, live. I would prefer to not dox myself. Probably didn't need to kill all of them, but you seem very uncertain. I moved apartments recently, so even if I gave her my old apartment address, you wouldn't know my current address still. Using Alsanna as a weapon? I wish. Ruby dooby dooby. Ruby Katubi Dooby. God, I modding Dark Souls 2 is so difficult, but I will learn just to do that as a bit. I gotta. I have not tried all the snacks yet, no, but I have enjoyed the ones that I have. I have a sweet tooth, but I do also need to cut back on sugar, so I'm trying to limit myself. And I know once I open that packet of gummies, I'm eating the whole thing in one sitting. So, you know, there are things that I can't try yet. What the? I have not seen that happen. Committing cannibalism by eating snacks. I don't feel bad about it. It's actually really nice. Should I level? No, it's fine. Oh, I could do this. Buy the key. And then go get Kale's. Kale? No, that's Olin and Kale's key. And then upgrade the thing I'm holding to... Would it be... How many do I have? I have 1, 2, 3... Yeah, it'll be at +3 once I get the key, because there's the 3 Titanite shards in the manor. Trying to remember Dark Souls 2. I haven't played it for a whole week. How am I supposed to remember anything? I would be playing it more, but I have a bunch of runs that I need to write for instead of play. So I don't end up having a ton of runs in my backlog to write for. Because right now I think I have 3, which is already a lot, and is already mildly overwhelming. Hello, Gale. Please don't shoot me. Give me the key. Thank you. Yeah, I get it. Sometimes challenge runs can be a bit... Ugh. I haven't played Dark Souls 1 in a while because the few runs that I have left to do, that I want to do, are, like, rough. I have Soul Level 1 Straight Sword Hill only, which I'm at Ornstein and Smough. I'm fairly certain Ornstein and Smough will be the last difficult part of that run. Other than maybe Gwyn, because I'll have to do Fake Pegpa for a pretty long time. But, I don't know, I can't think of anything else. I guess Four Kings will probably be kind of rough. But they're not particularly resistant to lightning. Ornstein and Smough are. But there's also, like, Dark Hand, which is really difficult, just because Dark Hand does no damage. I also want to do, like, Artorias swords and Black Knight weapons, which aren't difficult at all, but it is very tedious, just having to go through the game, like, 4 times. Have this on as background noise? Thank you. Red Wolf of Redagon is rough. I do not blame you for finding that boss difficult. They are not great. Which one is it? Is it the one specifically in Raya Lucaria? I guess that's the only named one, isn't it? Because the other Red Wolves are, like, just field bosses. Not even field bosses, field mini bosses. I usually get fairly over-leveled before I enter Raya Lucaria at all, so... Okay. Reinforce. I think I can get this to +4, actually. +5, even. Do I have souls? I have a couple soul items. This should be enough. RL1. NG plus perfume bottles only. Speaking of perfume bottles, in Ellenvins, the mod I was talking about earlier, there's a... You can use the jump attack, the jumping R1 on the perfume bottles. It, like, spins you. And you'll like slowly descend and land on the ground while like spraying out perfume constantly. And if you can position yourself so you get stuck on top of a boss while falling, it will just do stupid damage. It only works on really big bosses, so like Placidus Hacks, Rykard, whatever. But it is so funny when it works. Welcome Arachnid. Welcome back. I will be using the Elium Lace, the curved sword rather, from her soul. You can get her soul as soon as you meet her if you just, like, shoot her with arrows. I won't be killing her because that would be homophobic. But I will be hacking in the Elium Lace as soon as I get there, just so I don't have to kill her. I like sorcery builds in, like, Elden Ring, but yeah, in Raya Lucaria. Especially early game, pre-sorcery build. I'll usually, like, grab some random weapon, some random somber weapon, like Bloodhound's Fang or whatever, and get it leveled up to get through Raya Lucaria easier. It is still Pride Month. And tomorrow, when I finish this run, it won't be Pride Month, but it will be Pride, because every month is Pride Month. Unfortunately, I didn't know how to hack Demon Souls. Actually, no, I didn't even need to kill her for Demon Souls, because you can get all her stuff without killing her. What's her name? Yuria? Every time I get, like, writer's block with, like, music or whatever, I'll just occasionally open FL Studio and start placing notes and see what happens. Because sometimes it works really well. Sometimes it doesn't, but, you know, it happens. I think the easiest, or rather the best way to get over any sort of art block is to just make art. Even if you don't particularly like what you make, you know, you'll get back on the right track of trying to get your brain into that space. At least it works well for me. That's obviously not universal advice, but God, I wish that didn't obliterate the weapon durability. That's so much fun to do. Ah! The fast slash. Happy Pride lifetime indeed. God, I love being gay. Women. Whoa. This weapon has really good durability. Aside from the whole R2 obliterating the durability thing. That's true. Every month is Pride Month if you're gay enough. That is a good point. Oops. Why did... Night Rain targeting moment. What the hell? Ouch. Yowie. Okay, everything's fine. And now I need to use you to blow this up, hopefully. So I don't have to run back around. Come on. Please. Almost. Ouch. Oh, come on. Rude. Almost. We have a much smaller target now. We'll see how effective they are at actually... What? I got read like a book. Almost. Come on. Please? Okay, I'm just gonna kill him and see if he drops a firebomb. True, it is Pride Month. You do have to like the stream. That is required. Especially if you're enjoying it. And no firebomb. Very sad. I'll just go down to the last giant fog wall, I guess. There shouldn't be anything on the way that is difficult to get past. Had the most fun doing a sorcery build-in was the game I'm playing right now. Yeah, there are some really fun spells in this game. Unleash Magic is interesting. When I did a Pyromancy build, I ended up primarily focusing on the backup weapon I had, which was the Black Scorpion Stinger. So I'm probably going to redo, oh my goodness, a Pyromancy build at some point with a weapon that I don't particularly like using. Hand Axe is a good candidate. I know Hand Axe is pretty good, but I don't like using it. So, harkens back to Dark Souls 1, which I think is fun. I wish spells like Soul Greatsword or whatever, like the cool spells, were better in these games. I don't know how good it is in Dark Souls 2. I barely used it because Soul Arrow, but I wish it was better. Especially with how high risk it is, with how short range and everything. Okay. Oh yeah, fire arrows. I can just use those to open the shortcut. I guess with all the enemies dead, makes sense to go do that now. An item. I don't remember killing a guy there. Okay. And also put that on. Goes there. Put that there. Will this even hit the shortcut, actually? Okay, yeah, good. I always go through the main gate. There's nothing in Stormvale that I particularly like going out of my way to grab. Like, the Iron Whip Blade, you pass anyway. Other important stuff you pass anyway, so no reason to actually go through the main dungeon for me. No, wait, hold on. I forgot, I need to buy stuff. Get sniped by those ballistas. It's hard to explain, but if you start from the left side of where the portcullis comes down and go to like the right middle beam in the entryway there, and then go diagonally to the corner of the hallway, and like run that, you'll usually dodge most of the ballista bolts. Okay. Thank you. Lowly times these are. Okay, now I can go level up. Get a little bit more strength and maybe start leveling health or something. There's a path that you can take that I've seen other people do that is relatively consistent. Just watch like a no-hit runner. Hard to replicate, but... Okay. Oh wait, I need the Fighting Last Giant it is, because I need to buy the cat ring. I know what I'm doing. I've played this game for like 500 hours. Ish. How am I going to make that build? I am going to farm the Rotten, go straight to Elium Lois, and then... Okay. Normally, if you're not playing on PC, you would kill Alsanna, and that would give you her soul. But I don't want to do that, because that feels homophobic. So I'm going to hack in her soul, because killing her would normally just give you her soul. And you can use that soul at Ornifex to get the Elium Lois. And then I'm going to get the Retainer Robe, obviously. And that's it. I guess I could wear Ivory Crown. No, because then I'd have to fight the Ivory King, and I don't want to do that. Not when I get there, anyway. Ah, I wasn't expecting that to me. While up listed to kill intruders. Spamming Bloodhound Step, that'll do it too. Yeah, I can wear it once I actually go through the DLC, but not when I first get there. I don't know. Ivory King won't be... I don't like Ivory King, but he's not that hard. Especially if I have a fully upgraded boss weapon. I'll probably grab my... I'll probably grab all the dragon scale... Petrified Dragon Bones, that's what they are. On the way through Shulva to get the lens ring and everything. And the bonfire aesthetics that I need. I am struggling to talk right now. I'll get there eventually. Okay. Now I need to buy the cat ring. Do I need more health to survive the drop right now? How much health do you need? Is it 1,000 with the cat ring? Worst case scenario, I suppose I could grab the ring of blue or whatever it's called, the blue seal, and the life ring. Hello. I like Shalquar. She's cool. How much HP do I have? 835. I don't think that's enough. Okay. At 10 vigor, yeah. And I have 6. So, we're almost there. Maybe this will be enough. If not, I'll go grab the life ring. Talk faster. Have fewer dialogues. Dialogue boxes. Talk less. Yeah, happy Pride, Shalquar. Shalquar feels gay for sure. At least bisexual. I say at least as if that's less gay, but I didn't mean to imply that. Did he give me the seal? Yeah, okay. Wasn't paying that much attention. 860, that's not enough. I guess being human will also give me a little bit more. He's definitely some kind of LGBTQ. True. I've never met a straight cat girl. Oh my goodness. I may not be good at this game. I got the Leo ring. I also could get the Watch Dragon Parma for drop chance. I don't know. I don't think it's that worth it since I won't be using it with my main weapon. And it's probably not going to give me that much more damage, especially against a Rotten. Wow, a Firebomb. I could have used that earlier. My PC specs? They're fairly good. I used my entire stimulus check to buy this back in 2021 or whatever. 2020 maybe. Back when the stimulus checks happened. um, I have a 3080. I have an RX 98 RX? No. A 9800X. Whatever the Ryzen. Is it Ryzen X? I don't know. 98. I have a 9800X is the point. 32 gigs of RAM. I mean, it's not like insane, but for that time it was pretty good. And it's definitely still a solid PC. It can run pretty much everything I've thrown at it, so. Am I blind? Where's the ladder? Wait, actually? Okay, no, it's just blending in. I may be a little bit blind, but it's okay. Okay, that might be enough. Oh, I have boss souls I can use. I forgot. I can just level up my vitality with those. And that'll definitely be enough. Hopefully I can manage to kill the crystal lizard on my way down as well. Game is dark. It is Dark Souls 2. That's true. Okay, put that away. Use one of these. And then use these two. Yeah, like I said, I did my best to make Alsanna, but it's very difficult to make a good-looking character with the very skinny option. Did I say vitality? I don't know. You know what I meant. It's fine. Yeah, that's definitely enough. Especially if I'm completely naked. I should get more Estus, actually. Hopefully I can get through the gutter without dying. But we'll see. I guess it doesn't matter all that much. But you should just be able to drop the CHR file into the mod folder under Elden Vins. It should literally just be a very simple drag and drop. Vitality bad. Vitality bad unless you want fashion, and never ever 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 go above 14. But yes, vitality bad. Okay, so far so good. Oh, cool. Made it down first try. I am proud of myself. Oops. And then put this back on. One of the ugliest armor sets in the game. I actually don't hate it that much, but I don't think it looks great. And then, does this one give you more? 1065, 1045, yeah. Yeah. Elden Vent is very weird to get working sometimes. That's true. Oh, come on. Ah, the plunging attack functioned. That never happens. Oh, I still need 2 large titanite shards, though. Made of a rich person's carpet. Yeah, it is kind of tapestry-esque, huh? Yeah, I usually go to the Grave of Saints, but if there's nothing that I want there... Oh, I can parry two-handed. If there's nothing that I want there, I don't really worry about it. I don't know the parry timing. That's good enough. Evidently. Cool. I love that riposte animation. Hopefully I can get the prisoner's tatters on the way down. I don't know, I guess I don't really care about farming the chunks that much. It's not hard to shoot them in. I don't want to sit here for 2 hours. And I'm sure people don't want to watch me sit here for 2 hours. Just farming for chunks, so... Okay, well, got down to the gutter first try, which is something. The jump attack? Yeah. For me, I also forgot there was a jump attack in basically all of these games until I played Elden Ring. And then once I went back and played Dark Souls 1 after playing Elden Ring for the first time, I saw so many opportunities to use the jump attack. And I end up using the jump attack more often than most strong attacks now. It's very rare that the jump attack is a bad option. Okay. Let's see. I want to get the Estus Shard through here as well. I guess I can kill these guys for the chance to get the tatters. I think these guys can drop the tatters. I don't remember. Oop. Yeah, the input can be a little difficult to get a handle on, but once you get it, it's, you know, you got it, right? This way. And then right there. Down here. Down here. Wow, I remembered. It feels more inconsistent in Dark Souls 2. In Dark Souls 1, I found the kick and the jump attacks to be fairly consistent. But it is also probably just a skill issue for me. I think the timing is a little bit different in Dark Souls 2. Hello, Ria. Welcome. The sprint heavy. I hate that. The sprint heavy not being its own attack is... I mean, I guess it's not its own attack in Dark Souls 1 and 2. Okay. See if I can remember where I am here. I know I want to drop down somewhere. Is it here that I want to drop down? That looks like a bridge that I can stand on. Okay. Yes, this is exactly where I want to be. Maybe. One day I'll be good at navigating through here. I mean, I did a Deathless, so there's not much more you can ask for. Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like in Dark Souls 3 they had the capability. I guess they had it in all of them, but they had the capability to make the running heavy different. Torches are for cowards. Why would I use a torch when I can just remember where I'm going? As the girl with ADHD. Pardon me. We ran out of milk. No. We just got milk, so thankfully we have not ran out of it yet. Wow, that sound effect keeps going, huh? And you can just burn the whole place down? That should give plenty of light, that's true. You should be able to set the gutter on fire. All the platforms in the gutter on fire. Hopefully I don't get forlorn here. Tastes very strange without milk, I agree. I think most cereals do not benefit from oat milk. Oof. Stop it! Of course. Always. Always in the worst spots. I'm tempted to just Alt F4, to be honest. I'll parry her. That's fine. She's on her way. She missed me, true. Just like last time. What is she doing? Come on. She's got this. Ah, that was so early. Ah! Okay, hold on. Can you parry the jump attack? I'm not even sure that you can. This too is Yuri. True. It is Pride Month. I guess it's a good thing I didn't Alt F4. I may be bad at the video game. I guess realistically, not that I should mind dying to Forlorn, but... Oh. Florin indeed. I don't know why I'm trying so hard. It doesn't matter if I die here. I want to win. I do have a thrusting sword. That's perfect to use against Forlorn. I mean, the stream will probably happen eventually. I want to use every weapon in this game. And the Forlorn weapons are weapons in this game, so... Ouch. Does it really count as winning against an NPC if I use healing anyway? There you go. Ads. Oh, I forgot to pause them. There we go. That's our pause once again. Lorn. Gives me a few more souls, I guess. I wasn't planning on leveling up again before. Well, I need to go back to Majula anyway to upgrade my weapon. Uh-oh. Everything's fine. These guys hurt real bad. Okay. So far, so good-ish. Oh my goodness. Narrowly escaping getting poisoned as well. Okay. Yeah, invaders, I guess, or rather NPC invaders have a bunch of health to compensate for that. Pardon me. Hopefully goalie plummets, but no, darn. What? I have no ADP. Oops, I forgot. Hey, goalie. How's it going? You come here often? They don't call him that, unfortunately. Evidently. Oh my god. That's a lot of damage. I forgot that I have the NPC obliterator. We're fine. Oh, never mind. It broke. God damn it. Okay, no, this is fine. Because now. Oh, I was just gonna parry. That's not an option. Why does it have so little durability against NPCs specifically? Ouch. God damn it. Maybe I just keep Alt F4ing until they fall off the ledge for me. There we go. What is this? Ormas. Wow. Alright, I'm pivoting. I know the strong attack uses durability, but I used it several times against the Pursuer. But I expected to be able to use it a bit more than that. There's an area tree. Yeah, it's a bit strange. What is their deal, actually? Why do they live in the gulch? I'm sure there's lore behind that, right? Do they have any items like that they're in the description of or anything like that? This lore. A little bit more vigor. I want to beat Bully and Victor. Victor? So that in theory it would be feasible to farm chunks. And then I'll just hack them in. But I gotta have a little bit of integrity, you know? Oh, excuse me. Hello, Victor. Maybe I can knock him off the ledge. Gully. I should watch that movie again. It's been a really long time, and I remember really liking it as a kid. I'm very sure. Like a very kids movie. But... Hey. Did he just animation cancel? Oh. I'm on the wrong side. Okay, things are fine. This is going much better than I did with Gully. Cool. I sat at the bonfire and didn't even burn at my bone dust. Bone shard? Bone dust. Sublime bone dust. That's what it is in this game. The shard is Dark Souls 3. I mean, Victor is a title as much as it is a name. I mean, maybe not in this context, but in general. Okay, so we can agree that at this point, it would be feasible, ouch, for me to farm for large shards and chunks, right? Because I drop both of them. And it is entirely within my rights. Kitty chunk, indeed. It is entirely within my rights as a citizen of Drang Lake to pack in the rest of the shards and chunks that I need for viewer pleasure. Correct? That's the that's what we're going with. Yeah. Okay. I'm glad everyone agrees. Let me look into Dark Souls 2 and sure I remember how to do this. Is item swap. Gym powers. Something like that. Transgender powers. Because it's Pride Month. Okay, leave one of those. Large shard. I need 2 of them? What? Hello? Large Titanite shard. There it is. Okay. 2. And oops, leave. And then Titanite trunk. 5 of those. Hopefully I have enough souls to get this to +9. I have demonstrated that it is farmable. They might be involved with the Defenders of the Undead Crypt. Huh, yeah, I guess so. I wonder why they specifically go out of your way to attack you. Because, like, it's not... I guess because they're trying to defend Vendrick, and you need to have the power or whatever to get through the Shrine of Winter, or something. So they're trying to prevent you from getting that power. They're blocking off the Rotten. Wait, no, not you. Not yet. Reinforce. This. Okay, still need a few more souls. I'm not opposed to fighting the Rotten with a... maybe like 2100, that's not gonna be nearly enough. I'm fine with fighting the Rotten at +8. I can get more souls. It should be pretty easy. In theory. I wish I had time to use the R2. I love the R2. Very, very weird to be doing this with Ricards instead of the normal rapier, though. Just from how much I've done this with the normal rapier. Not like having dark weapon or anything like that at this point. I guess I usually don't for the first fight of the Rotten. Maybe I should get the Leo ring for higher new game fights. Okay, I was very greedy there. If he had done a combo, I would have gotten that. Not only a great soul, but there's bunch of stuff about letting the dead rest. Huh. Oh, that's bad. Everything's fine. Nothing to worry about. The effective stabber or the fancy stabber? I mean, Ricard's is also effective. I think it has higher scaling, which means overall it gets more AR. And I'm going to be leveling up my dexterity fairly high anyway. Oh my god, I'm so good at this game. Let's not get hit again. There we go. Nice and easy. Finally bit the Red Wolf Rod again and did it no hit. Playing a new Souls-like and struggling on a boss forever and then doing it perfectly is always such a nice feeling. Or well, not even necessarily playing a new Souls-like, but like playing a Souls-like and getting stuck on a boss, I guess. Okay. Now I need to, I'm gonna go level, I'm gonna go fight the giants, get the key, all that stuff. Then go to the DLC and get the aesthetics, as well as the petrified dragon bones and Flynn's ring, and go from there. I'm going to use this whole other rotten for some extra souls, of course. I could get the chunk from the... I didn't pick up the Ferris Hawkstone. It doesn't matter. I'm going to get the chunk from the forest real quick, actually. That's just right there. And having a +10 will be nice. And I'm not going to need a chunk for the Helium Lace anyway. Is it significant that there are 2 of them? Oops. That's Giant Soul. I would say I would be... Yeah, I was gonna say I would be a lot more into that idea if more giants didn't spawn in co-op. Like, because are the giants spawning? Like, there being more giants when there are more people? I feel like that could be diegetic in the sense that, you know, your worlds are colliding and something time is convoluted or whatever. So I feel like there could be a diegetic explanation as to why multiple giants or more giants are appearing when you summon. But, oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. I forgot the door was open. That's a keeper. Evergirl takes you to Shova. She's the one. I forgot that was the Chloranthy ring. I guess I can put the Chloranthy ring on over the life ring. That's going to be more useful. Arguably. Chloranthy ring +0 is not great, but it's there. Okay. Now I can go back to Majula, get this to +10. And then level my strength and faith a little bit. And then dexterity as much as I can. And then maybe I should get vitality to like 20 and then level dexterity as much as I can. I don't know. I'm gonna have plenty of souls to get vitality to like 30 or 40 and dexterity to 50 by the time I'm done with the rotten, so. Reinforce. Thank you. Okay, and then 20. Not hint. 11. I need ADP. I forgot about ADP. I am bad at the video game. I am gonna need that. And then I'll level dexterity more. Okay. Hopefully I don't die to the giants. 15 ADP should be enough for them. They do have kind of wonky hitboxes though. So, we'll see. Usually I have 20 when I'm doing this. Everything's fine. Hello, Krista. Welcome. A dog, probably. Then it would be wrong. Because I'm not a dog. If I learn that that's what ADP stands for, I'm never leveling ADP again. Speaking of interesting hitboxes. I always get hit by that because I always dodge the leading weapon instead of the trailing weapon, which is the one that swings. God damn it, I did it again. Immediately. Okay, you're the one with lower health. Speaking of interesting hitboxes, I'm gonna use a life dome here. Okay, I dodged it that time. And again, they thought they learned my weakness. They didn't. I got hit again anyway. God damn it. Hitboxes. When there's only one of them, they're not difficult at all, but I'm gonna pop a life gem to top off a little bit. Okay, one more. God damn it. There we go. And now the easy part. I guess I could quit out for safety. Nah. What a good place to stab, huh? There we go. Easy game. Now I can go to Shulva. Eventually. Yeah, I'm kind of... I really tried with the face. I don't think you ever see her face in game. I'm sure people have on the model a bit. I don't think you see her face in game, so most of the pictures didn't have her face, and the pictures that did were extremely low resolution, so I didn't try that hard to copy it. But I did try to make her attractive, which is not easy in this game, with this specific character build. Ah, that's what you're trying to type. I see. What was I doing? Oh yeah, this way. I should have enough health to survive this without having to take my clothes off. Why don't you just make a copy of the world? If you're looking for something specifically. Take my clothes off, yeah, okay. I should have expected that. Anyways. You can infuse the allium lace. Can you buff it? Because it might be worth getting dark weapon. Yep, there it is again. Okay. I know how to navigate menus. They're trying to convince me to take my clothes off. Which is not the first time. Maybe not even the first time on stream. Probably not the first time on stream, actually, knowing them. If I take my clothes off, I'll die, because I'm bad at the game. Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay, I need 3, 4, 5, 6 arrows? 7. 7 arrows at least. So I should be okay. Have to go first to a different streaming site for that? Yeah. You went IRL, but then I'd be cold. You can buff it? Okay. Good to know. Assuming the game ever loads and I can actually get toward the weapon. There shouldn't be anything anywhere, actually, that poses that much of a threat on my way through here. Usually, when I do rotten farming, I go to, like, the crypt or something for a weapon. It's very rare that I'm only going to the castle, get a thing to go into the DLC to get a weapon. It's really annoying that Allium Lice is the only DLC that you have to go through the Shrine of Winter for. Sweet. And heal friendlies. Oh yeah, that's the R2, right? I think. I don't remember. I read the Fextro page, but I didn't pay that much attention to it. And it's Fextra, so. Close one. Okay, go back here to avoid getting obliterated. Not having to hold down the two-hand button and press another button to two-hand is really throwing me off. I have pressed the wrong button multiple times. Or rather, I pressed R1 while trying to two-hand multiple times. Gonna go up to the bonfire for safety. I think there's only 9 guaranteed petrified dragon bones here. Well, actually there's more because they're Titanite, or the crystal lizards, but... it's impossible to not partial parry. Oops, oops. Not that way. Trying to remember how to get through here without breaking my legs. So far, doing better than I thought I would. Thank you, Sen. I'll probably have to kill this guy. I should, for safety. Isn't there something about the Sanctum Mace, like it poisoning you, that lets you do a certain buff or something? I'm trying to remember what it is, but I have no idea. I'm gonna do this first. Oh my goodness. I was taking a lot yesterday, and I am not sure why. We'll see how much that carries over to today. Riveting gameplay. Okay. Now I need to carefully kill all the Sanctum Knights in here as well. Ouch. I was gonna try to backstab, and then it didn't work, and then I got greedy. Ouch. Maybe I should be a little bit careful. But greed is funny. It's okay. I should probably let my poison go down a bit, though. Cool. I don't know why, but these guys usually give me trouble when I'm trying to go through here. Sanctum Mace. And then the one time I'm actually going to be trying to get it, I'll never get it. Because this game is like that. Oops. That kill? No. Okay. 2 of them. Awesome. That's so cool. I can't wait to actually farm for the Sanctum Mace and get it just as quickly. Wish there were clean Sanctum items. Yeah. I don't know. Honestly, the Sanctum stuff doesn't super interest me visually, regardless, but for me, I'm pretty sure I actually grabbed the things. I would not put it past myself to open the chest and just not grab the item inside of it. Okay. Right there. Hopefully I won't have to farm the imperfect to get. That's not gonna kill. That's gonna poison me. Hopefully I won't have to farm the imperfect to get dragon scales. Oh, no, I haven't, like, gotten rid of ads. I just keep pressing the pause button. And I forgot to press the pause button. Like I said, I wasn't going to, so... You know. I have paused once again, though. There we go. We'll see if I remember to pause again in 10 minutes. Why is there an auto walk happening? What? What button causes that? Hold on, I'm pressing keyboard keys. It's not that. That. Ugh. It's Z. What does Z do? Yeah, all I need is Flynn's Ring, and then to get to the lair of the imperfect, which I will probably hit the bonfire next to, or not in, excuse me. I'll get the bonfire in the room with the invisible Sanctum Knights. And the dragon key, or whatever it's called. Oh, for safety. Because chances are I die to the imperfects, because I'm awful at running past them. And I get bored when I try to sneak past them. And if I'm gonna grab the petrified dragon bones anyway, then there's basically no chance that I end up sneaking past them successfully. Okay. Let's see if I can do this without dying. Yeah, they are very difficult to run past. Oops, wait, no, hold on, please. That's fine. I shouldn't have been greedy. On the bright side, I'll have more health and healing next time. Hopefully I can get back in the Sanctum without dying as well. But I don't have Sin's help this time, which is a problem. I should have been more careful with my arrow use. I forgot I only have a few. These guys aren't difficult to run past. They're just difficult to run past if you specifically want to hit that switch. I do want to get the key, the Sanctum key anyway. But I want to hit that shortcut first. I have an idea. This time. No, come on. Come on, move! That's insanely unlucky that they decided to perfectly line up like that. It is very rare that they line up like that. Hey, 69 views. Nice. Speaking of view counts, I posted a few Deltarune, like, okay, so Deltarune Chapter 5, this isn't, there's a gameplay gimmick, no spoilers, because that would be evil. There's a gameplay gimmick in Deltarune Chapter 5 that reminded me of a mod or a, right, fan game of another series that I played. So I posted a TikTok playing that fan game with a mod of Deltarune characters. I posted a few of them, and they are by far my most viewed TikToks ever now, which I think is funny. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the priestess because she's annoying. Boom. I should have time this time. Yeah, plenty. Cool. It's pretty rare that they line up like that for me. And I've tried to run past them quite a few times, so... Oh. Maybe I can get the dragon stone as well. Without having to fight them. Did it have two of them fallen in? I think two of them have fallen. It doesn't go away forever, but it dies, yeah. That is one of the easiest ways to kill them without actually hitting their bodies. You can do a little bit of damage, regardless, but... Okay, pardon me. I think, elemental damage, it does a lot more than physical to them. Hey, cool. Pardon me. can go to the bonfire, get the Sanctum key, run down to the lair of the Imperfect. Hopefully get to that bonfire first try. We'll see. Maybe I should use my souls first. Nah, it's fine. Especially if I'm not trying to kill all of these Sanctum Knights. They just hard resist everything. Well, no, I mean, elemental damage does do more damage to them when they're in ghost form. And I only know that because I saw someone using the Moonlight Greatsword through here, and they didn't know that you could break the bodies. And they were doing a tutorial, which was crazy. They fought them in their ghost form. In like a how to get item video. Okay. That's fine. Must have been a Fextra Life employee. It might have been a Fextra video. I don't remember at all. Thomas. Okay, I'm not gonna do that again. That was not worth the damage, but it was funny. No, everything's fine. The Drake Blood set? I mean, it's a good armor set. There's a reason it's... Or, you know, there's a reason a lot of people like it. I found a new favorite set in Elden Ring. I don't know if it's possible in vanilla, come to think of it. The Ascetic Loincloth. Not Loincloth. The Ascetic... I don't know, part of the Ascetic set. It's the set that goes... It's a part of the set that goes on your torso. Presumably, it's not just part of the mod. But it's the Ascetic torso piece that looks like a waistcloth. And then the Alberic gloves and pants and the Crimson Hood that you get from that pile of bodies in Stormvale after Roderica's quest, or after getting Roderica to be a spirit tuner. I wish that attack wasn't so big. Ouch. Please. God damn it. That's fine. Anyway, it's a really good combo. I like how it looks a lot. In this game, I'm kind of split on what my favorite set is. I think right now it's my set, which is what's the first piece? What's the legs? I don't remember the legs. Targray's leggings, and then the Priestess gloves, the ones that you get from killing Lycia and then buying them from Malentia. And then the Throne Watcher chest piece. And then probably one of the crowns. I'm not sure which crown is my favorite. Probably Crown of the Iron King. But I don't like most helmets in most Souls games, especially when I put so much effort to like making a character look good, and then I just don't see them for the whole game. So I tend to not wear headpieces at all, unless their crowns are, you know, something like that. Okay, hopefully I can get past this time. Youch. This is going much better. I know there's more petrified dragon bones from a crystal lizard in the Sanctum, but I don't remember where. That's why I don't have guy characters, Mac. that's a main reason. Okay, I want to go here. I want to go through the door that the Sanctum key unlocks, and then get the ascetics there, and in the Cave of the Dead. Hopefully I can make it through the invader. First try. I need to pause ads in a second. Hopefully I won't be in a bad position to do so. I'll do it after I kill these guys. Yeah, that's what usually happens. Ouch. Ow. This is bad. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Hi. I didn't realize you were so close. Everything's fine. Oh my god. That's insanely unlucky. I was being greedy, admittedly, but that was unlucky. I never noticed that their arms are like falling apart at the elbows. That's yucky. They are very gross anyways. I guess that's the point, but ugh. Why is it that the Sanctum Mace specifically poisons you? Does the Sanctum Lance also poison you? I would assume not. I don't think I've ever seen anyone talk about it. Okay, this is going a little bit better. Never mind. Okay, well, I guess it doesn't matter if I level up now. Why am I strong? I should be running into the open room. That's a lot easier to fight them in there. I'm trying to kill them because I need to open the chest in the next room. And they will follow me in there. And I won't be able to open the chest. So. For safety, basically. I'm trying to think if, like, the lightning clutching is worth it. Probably not. I mean, it's not like it's hard to get, but... in this room, there's a chest I want to get. And these guys follow you in there. Come here, please. Only one of them? Okay, that works. Makes my life a lot easier. Oh, what the? I've actually never had her attack me like that. I thought she always cast the pursuers first. There we go. I think this one has the ascetics. No. I always get these two backwards. I'm pretty sure this one has the ascetics in, if that one doesn't. And if not, then I'm going to be very confused. Okay. I have 3. How many times do you need to kill the Rotten to get a million soul memory? From New Game? I think it's 4. I think this should be enough. But I might need the ascetics from the Cave of the Undead, or Cave of the Dead. 4? Okay, then actually I have enough. Somebody on TikTok, no, somebody on YouTube. Somebody on YouTube was trying to tell me that, in like a comment section, was trying to tell me that you need to kill 4 lords regardless of which lords they are. Like, it doesn't matter if you kill the same one 4 times. You just need to kill 4 lords. Which is not true. You need to kill all 4 lords or get a million soul memory. Those are the triggers, but they were trying to tell me if you kill the same lord 4 times, that'll still count the same. Which, I guess in the case of the Rotten, it counts. Kinda. But obviously not the same thing. These guys, the bugs are annoying. I would like to get rid of them before they try to break my equipment. Okay. They're also gross and make a lot of noise. What? They're attacking. They've learned. How could this have happened? Okay. Why do they have poise sometimes? I know Dark Souls 2 poise is weird, but I don't know why it's weird. Like how specifically it works. They want you to use a life gem. Heal stab. This NPC's walk animation? What about it? Is it particularly weird? I'm gonna use a life gem for safety. Come here, please. I know it works like a stamina bar, but that's not how it feels like it behaves sometimes. Here we go. Okay, now I can go back to the rotten. Did I die to Forlorn? I was gonna make a joke, but I don't know if I'm allowed to make it, because if I died to Forlorn, then I'm definitely not. Oops, wrong button. Burn one of these. Yeah, I know that. If your poise breaks, it refills instantly. It works like a stamina bar, refills really slowly. But that's not how it feels sometimes. Baldur's Gate. Oh. Oh, I get it. That's a good bit. Can I have your permission to use that in a future video? I like that a lot. After an extended and epic duel. Okay. Oh right, because I didn't feel like it counted as winning, even though I did win. I need to put on Moon's Ring. I forgot. It's fine. It's only in the game plus. Was a whole rotten and a Sholva ago, and I have ADHD. How am I supposed to? Why am I expected to remember that long ago? Thank you for the permission. Next time I feel like a video is a bit dry at that point, I will be using that joke there. I try to keep my videos intentionally a little dry, so when I do make jokes, they're funnier. That way I don't have to make my jokes actually funny. But I feel like I've been putting a lot more jokes into Dark Souls 2 videos than I ever did in Dark Souls 1 videos. There we go. Easy. That's 2. Lots of potential for comedy. True. Yeah. It's just Dark Souls 2 being the best one again. It's not my fault. It's the best one. Okay. Great opportunity to level up my dexterity and ADP a little bit more as well, because I'm bad at the video game. Isn't the old dead one soul? Oh my goodness, like 50k? 60k. It's on a drunk stream. I'm poor. I didn't have enough money to afford my HRT subscription, like to the service that I use this month, which is fine. I have extra HRT, but just to give an idea, I am unfortunately very poor. Okay. I'll level it up once and then only level up vitality. More attacks just bypass poison in this game. Ah, okay. Interesting. What attacks specifically? I forgot to burn an ascetic. What attacks bypass poise? Like, is there a general rule for which attacks do that? Or is it just kind of some attacks do it, kind of? Admittedly, part of that being poor is I didn't make any videos for a bit, and I didn't have enough to actually get paid this month because I didn't make enough videos, but no. more than half of the hitboxes, mostly bosses. That checks out, yeah, that makes sense. Well, I want to do the drunk stream is the thing, right? That sounds like a really fun thing to do, and I really want to do it. But I can't, and I'm giving a reason. I'm not trying to make it sound like... I don't know. I do feel bad about it, because I did want to do it a long time ago, but... I'm not trying to make it sound like I'm... I don't know. Speaking of my poor financial status, if you would like to support me, you should like the stream. That does a lot more than you would think. Also, you can support me if you'd like. Also, the other algorithm stuff, subscribe if you haven't. I think literally just typing in chat or pressing the reaction button does a lot for the algorithm. You can donate directly on YouTube if you are financially stable and desire to do so. There's also, you can also support me directly and not give any of your money to YouTube on Coffee. There's a link to the description in that. I also get a higher percentage of that. Anyway, obviously, shouldn't feel obligated to do so, but that is an option for people who feel so inclined. Melee attacks just tend to deal a lot of poise damage, like the Bastard Sword Knight. Deals over 100? Jesus. How much poise does, like... Is it the germ set that gives you the most? I don't remember what set it is that gives you the most poise. I know armor is primarily for poise and not resistances. But Apples is still the most? Huh. Oh my goodness. Somebody just donated $20. Thank you so much. I don't have notifications set up on YouTube for coffee donations. I don't know if that's possible. But I did see that, and I do appreciate it very much. Thank you. Okay, I might be able to survive one hit. Armor is only for fashion? Very true. My bad. Thank you for the heart. Damn it. Forgot to use the aesthetic again. Hopefully this will get me a million soul memory. If not, I suppose I could make my way to Ornifex anyway. There's also a few petrified dragon bones on the way there. So. Oops. And I'm gonna need to... Well, I don't need to get there, I guess, but I'm going to. For the sake of... actually doing the things that I would need to get the weapon without killing Alsanna. Oh, armor is handled? Yeah. Armor is kinda... I don't know. I hesitate to say it's pointless, because poise can be useful, but because of how poise works, it's very... I forgot to put on Flynn's ring again! It's fine. It doesn't matter. Because I can do it in the middle of the fight. See? I'm good at this game. Yeah, maybe the poise regen is actually more important. I guess I should have taken off the cat ring. Okay. Oh, right, ads. I can't do that this exact second, but I will pause. I really need to... The positioning of this fight is weird. Because you need to keep them out of the fire, but you also like need to stay far back away from the fire yourself, that if they do the AoE explosion, that you can get away from them far enough without ending up in the fire, without having to like go diagonally, which can prevent you from going far back enough to dodge. I can pause. That's what I'm doing right now. I use my pause to play Dark Souls. Wait, is that enough? It should be. Sure seems like it. And to think that I always went to the Cave of the Dead when I didn't need to. Really a tragedy. Okay. Yep. Just over 1 million. Perfect. As you can tell, I am a speedrunner. And I should have plenty of stats to very easily get through Alien Lice. Get through Ava, anyway. Welcome back, Ria. Hello. I already used those. Get this to 50. And then start leveling intelligence and faith. That is a lot of words. Okay. New game +7 Rotten versus Broken Thief Sword. That wouldn't be that bad. It would be incredibly boring and long and tedious, but it wouldn't be that bad. I feel like Rotten is consistent enough of a fight that that wouldn't really be that difficult, as long as you don't get greedy that whole time. ABS plastic. I love plastic. There was a joke I wanted to make, but can't. Alas, YouTube would probably ban me. I didn't want to make it, but it was a joke that I thought of that I wanted to say out loud, and then realized that I shouldn't. I have one more fire arrow. I know exactly where to use that. Do I have another branch? No. Where can I get another branch easily? Which branch did I not get that I usually get? Hello, Cinder. Welcome. Ah, pardon me. Okay, I was gonna explode these guys with a fire arrow again with those barrels, but I was a coward. My apologies. What branch do I usually get that I didn't? Damn near falling asleep, yeah. I'll do a Broken Thief Sword one of these days. Broken Thief Sword run one of these days. What is it worse than the ladle? Like genuinely? The branches in Fog Forest? Oops. There's a branch in the foggy area of the forest? Where? More than a +6? That's not hard to do at that point. I very rarely go to the Rotten. Oh my goodness, hold on. I very rarely go to the Rotten without a +10. I assume by Fog Forest you mean this area, right? Is there a branch here? Wait, I need one for Ornifex. There's one past the center. There's one in the No Man's Wharf. That buffs. I guess they're pretty alright. What is a buff? I thought it was just ADP. Yeah, strike damage is better, that's true. Is Broken Thief Sword slash. Next week, I'm using that weapon right there. Assuming I don't think of some other run to do, I guess. Maybe I'll do a Dark Souls 1 and Demon Souls run the next week. I think that'd be fun to go back to Dark Souls 1 and do like a randomizer or something. Pardon me. Welcome, Flat Cap. You haven't missed the meat of the run, don't worry. Still need to go grab the frozen flower, get through Ilium Lice, and then I can actually get the Ilium Lice. When the retainer robe and everything. Where the actual run starts. I need to get another aesthetic or another rotten fight. Because, obviously, but... It's so weird that you need an aesthetic to fight the rotten, right? Every other boss just exists, but the rotten is exclusive to New Game Plus. That's crazy. Vitality and endurance and dex. Huh. I imagine that's a lot more... Wow. That's a lot more damage than I was expecting. I assume that's a lot more useful early game than it is later game, though. There are 3 in the ruins. The ruins. Like the Shaded Woods? Because 2 of them are behind... I know at least 2 of them. Yeah, 2 of them are behind branches you need. You need a branch to get 2 of them. You get a branch, you use it, and then you get another branch immediately after. For 2 of them, and then the other one is from Tark, your man scorpion, whatever his name is. And that one you need to beat Najka and then use the Ring of Whispers for. I guess I could buy the Ring of Whispers, that's not that big of a deal. The replacement pool is only bosses. I was thinking more item rando than enemy rando, but I don't know. What Dark Souls 1 stream should I do you think? If I do a rando, actually, it'll probably take 2 streams. You do need a branch to get the Lion Mage set, yes. Sign off on a casino. True. Make it a city that never sleeps instead of one that's always dead. Yeah, I got the one in the Black Gulch, and then I used it in the Black Gulch. The one in the gutter, I did go past, but that's only because getting it makes it harder to go through the way I like going through. So I don't usually grab that one. I grab the Sublime Bone Dust in here. It still baffles me that this room is literally completely empty in vanilla. The superior version of the game, by the way. It also baffles me that people prefer vanilla. Pardon me. Okay. I can get the present flower here and actually go back to Ilium Lace. What's the point of having a room if it's completely empty? Well, see, Dark Souls 2 is rushed. Very rushed. There's a... In vanilla, so there's a sentiment that Dark Souls 2 has a lot of empty rooms with bonfires. And I never understood that idea, because it's like a fairly common criticism on the internet, you know, in like places where people hate on Dark Souls 2. So not my channel. Stop! Jesus! And I never understood that until I played vanilla, because there are a lot of rooms that are just empty bonfire rooms in vanilla compared to Dark Souls 2. The one that stood out most to me was the one in Earthen Peak. The one just before that, the one that's normally filled with poison jars, so it looks like a storage room. This is one of the very few rooms, and like the secret ones behind illusory walls, it's like actually an empty bonfire room. Okay, back here to here. But I did all Lobos Junior challenges at the same time. Let me use the Skull Lantern in the Scorched Contract mod. That sounds really fun. But it's also use what you see. But all weapons have been replaced. All weapons, shields, spells, all of that have all been replaced with the Skull Lantern. God, it's been so long since I watched Lobos. I used to watch him all the time. I used to have his VODs on in the background constantly, and I just have not watched him in years. Superior version of Dark Souls 2 Elden Ring. Dark Souls 2 0.5. Does that mean Dark Souls 2? If Elden Ring is Dark Souls 2.5, Dark Souls 2 version 0.5, not Dark Souls 2.5. Yeah. Destroy your sense of where what is. Symphony of the First Sin. I don't know. I think Scholar is just a lot better for a lot of reasons. Vanilla, I don't think Vanilla is bad by any means. I think Vanilla's a really good game. It's just Scholar improved upon it in every way that I can think of. So, oh, I'm gonna pause ads. Okay. But the protagonist is Alucard. Yeah, Lobos has played a lot of Dark Souls. Part of the reason I don't like doing challenge runs is because people have done all of them. So when I do a challenge run, I usually only do it if I think I have a unique twist I can put on it. Ouch. Okay, let's see if I get the retainer robe first try. No, sad. The Scholar of the First Sin is cool. That is true. That is a very good reason. I'll probably end up hacking in the retainer robe, because killing them takes forever. There are a few that are easy to kill that I'll kill along the way, but for the most part, most of them are annoying to kill, like these ones. I know there's at least one somewhere around here. It might be in the ice. Oh no, right there. But it's surrounded by enemies that won't aggro if I don't go over there. No longer lurking. Run is presumably going good so far. I don't know. Nothing has gone horribly wrong yet. We'll see how true that remains. We'll see if I die to Ava. The name of the final free DLC for Vanilla, that all the Olea stuff. Yeah, but when it's just part of the game instead of, you know, being a DLC, I think that inherently makes it better. Environmental storytelling from enemy placement changes. There are a couple that I get, but it's also just better all around in that way. Like, the biggest one that I can think of is the Flexile Sentry actually being around prisoners the whole time instead of just one in the shaded woods for some reason. Like, I don't know. There's definitely something to be said about certain enemy placements. Like the Pyromancer in that one, or in the Earthen Peak on that one breakable ledge, or the Turtle Knight in the one dark area in the forest of Fallen Giants. Since there's like breakable stuff down there and it like uses the environment a little bit better. But for the most part, it's just like, I don't know. The ones that are better are kind of minor, and the ones that are worse are significantly worse. With all the abominations or whatever being, again, just like that's one of the few that's like, I can see that being wait, yeah. Hold on. I confused myself. All the abominations, like, being in the... oh my god. In the one place, the Sinner's Rise. Like, it's kind of like... Yeah, I guess that makes sense that they would be there, but... It makes a lot more sense that the Flexile Sentry is there instead. You punch them in the kidney and they're like, oh. That shit hurts. I get it. I would be stunned too. Retainer robe? Hey, nice. There's our fashion. Very good fashion for sure. And definitely not only for the cosplay. Oof. No, but I think I'm pretty sure that's the idea. It's supposed to look like you're hitting them in the kidney. Oh. No. Wow, she wants me to go away during Pride Month. Maybe she's not the gayest character. Well, he's too tall. Maybe he should be shorter if he wants to get punched in the kidney instead of the ass. Yeah, true. The Hate Knight in the forest is a really good one. That's like maybe the one enemy placement that's like, yeah, that's just worse. From a gameplay perspective, especially. Okay. Now we go kill Ava. Frozen helium. You like helium. Need like 5 Kelvin to liquefy helium. What do you think liquid helium tastes like? Yeah, I mean, there are still random Hate Knights in Scholar. Is there not one? No, never mind. I'm thinking of a vanilla placement. Because there's the one in the cell in the Sinner's Rise, and there's the one in the... Oh my goodness. It's in there somewhere. Blueberry? I agree. That's a good answer. There's one in the gutter. Liquid. I need to finish MDS4, but I need to wait for Master Collection Volume 2 to come out. Oof. Sad that I got hit there. Counter damage is much better than non-counter damage, huh? Ah, that's scary. Does she take more damage to the head? I know she does less durability damage if you hit her in the head, right? At least she's supposed to, presumably. Damn it. On your birthday? I don't remember when it comes out, to be honest. I watched the trailer once. Actually, I'm not even sure if I watched the trailer. I think I saw a recap about it. On some website. August 27th? Okay. Exciting. I can't wait to play Metal Gear Solid 4 without it crashing constantly. I don't think there's any damage multipliers on her. Huh. It's comical at 60 FPS. Yeah, because it just destroys your weapon instantly, right? It's like using the Lucerne all over again. I am scared of that stream. Bracing Knuckle Ring, getting repair, and a bunch of repair powder just in case. Getting the Iron King's crown as soon as possible, so I can get repair. More passive repair back. Okay. So now 45 minutes? What's 45 minutes? Am I 45 minutes in? I thought I was an hour and 45 minutes in. Hold on. My computer monitor is broken, so I need to move things to actually see better. God damn it. I should have done this earlier. Come on. Windows. Ugh. You know? That's a relatable statement here. Okay. Are you calling me minute? 2 or 3 weapons to not use powder? That's a lot. An hour? Okay. I'm a minute. Not that small. I guess sometimes. It depends. Okay, so now I could use a bow and shoot her, and that would give me the soul. But because that would be homophobic to kill her, I am going to just cheat her soul in. I guess that's definitely matter what I drop. Okay. And Alsanna. I think I spelled that correctly. Is it just the soul of Alsanna? Soul of Alsanna. Okay, yeah. There we go. Should be able to get her soul via kissing. True. I agree. 20 hours of ice shard farming. No, thank you. Okay, and then I have to go to Ornifex. I'm gonna go here. I'm going to buy the Ring of Whispers. I'm gonna fight Nashandra. No, Najka. And get the branch from Tark or whatever his name is, the man scorpion guy. And then free Ornifex. Grab the petrified dragon bones on their way. There's 3, I want to say. I know there's one behind a Ferris contraption in the Doors of Ferris. I know there's one from a where is it? There's one from a crystal lizard. I think there's only one from a crystal lizard. Is that it, actually? I'm trying to think of where all the petrified dragon bones are. Is there one in the chest with the chunk, actually? Above the shaded woods bonfire? Killer King Girlfriend, yeah. It is really fucked up. I shouldn't fight Ivory King this stream because that would be homophobic. Great reason to not fight Ivory King. Okay. And here. Yeah, but like I'm bad at fighting the imperfect. That feels bad. With the curved sword moveset, it should be a lot easier to kill the crystal lizards. Well, but then I have to fight the Drake Blood Knights. I don't know. I'll kill a couple imperfects. Just go from there. Oh yeah, we can see these guys now. Forlorn! God damn it! Always in the worst possible spot. Okay, I'm gonna hit this tree here. Get the Chlorine +1. And continue sprinting forward and hopefully not encounter Forlorn. I feel like there have been runs where I've rarely, if ever, encountered the Forlorn. But there have been runs where I've seen her a lot. I feel like there has to be something that influences how often she invades. It's okay, Flat Cap, don't worry. Nothing to apologize for. Pardon me. The baddie, something like that. I think there's, I'm pretty sure there's one in this chest. Okay, don't break the chest, please. Thank you. I appreciate that. Have a good day, Coley. Thank you for being here while you could. Hope you enjoy your lunch. Okay. Now I can sprint over here. And get rid of Forlorn by going through the fog wall. Yeah, I guess he does want him to be put out of his misery. That's true. But that would mean that I have to fight the Ivory King, and I don't want to. Unless inopportune times to invade. That's true. That makes sense. They would put in the effort for that. Pretty good damage. Not the weapon we're going to be using, but pretty good damage, because it's extremely over-leveled for Nashka. Cool. Now I go talk to Tark. I'll throw that there. I've had that happen, yeah. Someone cosplaying Forlorn, which is a great idea. But is also evil. Alright, time to parry an NPC, and then you just get shredded. Maybe I should kill this guy. For safety. Since I need to talk to Tark anyway. I guess I do have a lot of damage, and trying to run past them isn't that much easier. Thank you. Oops. Okay. Fragrant branch achieved. Now, what are we gonna do? I have to take the ring off. Oh, excuse me. Wait, what? Oh, I may be silly. Okay, and then what do I usually put here? I guess this. Fragrant branch achieved indeed. I'm kind of surprised that hit. Well, I don't think I really need that anyway. Oh, no. Everything's fine. I'm gonna wait for that to go down for a second. I still have an arrow. I know exactly where to use it. Ignore the fact that there's another pot. What? Huh? Okay. Sure. My bit didn't even work. Okay. Rid of this guy. I'm gonna get the Sublime Bone Dust as well. I don't understand why that didn't break it. I'm pretty sure arrows usually break them. I'm fairly certain. Okay. Oops. There's another soul there. There's a lot of souls we can get around here. I guess it matters a lot less since I'm already pretty high level and they won't give me as many souls as normal relative to the level requirement, but did you believe the Ivory King is trans mask? I feel like he, him, lesbian is also fitting, but headcanons are valid. I feel like we need to have a he, him, lesbian in every Souls game. At least one. Obviously in Night Rain there's Wilder and Artorias now. In Dark Souls 1 there's Artorias. In Dark Souls 3. Who is the he, him, lesbian of Dark Souls 3? Is it... I'm gonna say Henri. Henri when you play as a girl character. That's my vote. Ivory Dyke Prince. A fire arrow thing? Yeah, that makes sense. I can see that for sure. Oop. Someone got cursed. 2 people. 3 people. Or the same person 3 times. That's also 4. 4 of them. I don't see bodies in here ever. Wind's ring. God damn it. Okay, I think there's a Twinkling Titanite in here, but I don't need that. Grab that, let's talk to Artifacts. Okay. Right down the road. I shouldn't have rested. I didn't get the bonfire past. Glad people yip along with me. Very validating. I appreciate that. Okay. I know there's a petrified dragon bone in the Doors of Ferris, but it should be pretty easy to get. Well, that would be because the armor is against lesbians. Might make so many typos. Typing with pause is hard, it's true. Playing Dark Souls with pause is hard. That's why I make really easy to avoid mistakes all the time. Guy with a deep voice. I don't remember his name, but I know who you're talking about. That guy with the great sword. I've had K stat, so you can spec into that. Scaled gay type weapons and spells. All of them are like pride flag colors. Dark Souls 2 fan? Indeed. Because I like good video games. Honk. Wilhelm? Yeah, something like that. That sounds right. I think there's only one petrified dragon bone in here, and I'm pretty sure it's behind the Ferris contraption up this ladder. One of them. That's the one, like, in the corner. I can never describe exactly where it is, but I know exactly which one it is. Well, he was dead, so I feel like he's beyond the point of carrying if it hurts if he falls over. Let me drop down. Up here. Oh, he attacked with his trunk. I mean, I feel like trunks probably have very different numbers of and sensitivities of nerves than human noses. Wilhelm is a female NPC model? I didn't know that. That's awesome. Like that have more? I mean, yeah, but they're also like a lot stronger. We're gonna muscle instead of cartilage. Okay, and then here. I think I remember how to get to Ornifex. Hopefully. I know there's a petrified dragon bone in, or just before the Center's Rise. I'm trying to remember where all of them are, because that'll only get me to 12, I think. How many do I have? I have 10. 10. Okay. I can probably buy some from, what's her name? Loanne. Once I get the King's Ring. Real elephant trunks are very sensitive. Well, they're not real. So... It's like how some monks will train to like ignore body pain, you know? Except the Mastodon Knights do it specifically with their trunks so they can use them as weapons. We could go with Transfem. I like Transfem Wilhelm, that's pretty cool. Simping for 3-day. They're video game trunks, therefore they can't feel pain. That's a good point. That's a very strong point that I didn't consider. You know, I just got, or I mentioned earlier in the stream, but that was a while ago. I uploaded a few TikToks that revolve around Deltarune Chapter 5. And they were very timely, I think is the reason. And also, I think, fairly well made. But I uploaded a few TikToks, and they are my most viewed and most liked TikToks by far. And it's very strange having TikToks with a lot of views. Because when I go to, like, look at my messages from people, because I have very long streaks on TikTok with a couple of people, I'll see, like, you know, several hundred notifications, and I'll be very confused for a second. Good for Friday? Exactly. Oh, right, ads, thank you for the reminder. I don't know, I grabbed that. I knew that was a large Titanite shard. And I knew I didn't need to grab it. Well, my brain said to grab it anyway. Being able to kill these guys in 2 hits is very weird. Normally I'll be here with like a +6, maybe 7. Wee, simp for Friday, true. Hello, Rua? Is that how you pronounce that? Please correct me if I am wrong. Oh my goodness. Didn't I get spider bait from the forest chest on stream once? I don't remember. I don't remember what chest it was, but I feel like I got spider bait from a trapped chest that wasn't that one specifically once on stream, which is a really low possibility, low chance possibility. I hope eventually I see and notice the little pigs on stream. That would be cool. Or the tiny pig, rather. There's a lot of low chance stuff to happen in this game. Oh, maybe not a lot, but there's a bit, and it's very different from how it works in Dark Souls 1, where it's like network stuff. Is there like low chance stuff in Dark Souls 1 like the tiny pig or like Alsanna summoning pigs or spider bait from a trap test or whatever in Dark Souls 1? Because I feel like there isn't, but I'm not sure. Oh, there's a ascetic up here that I can grab too. It's an easy one to get. You don't simp for free day? Interesting choice. I suppose, actually, if you're not into women generally, that makes sense. What about Father Ariandel? I don't know who you're into, but they're munching. Ah! I pressed the jump button. I swear to God I did. They were munching on the taste of death. The Hole of Doom. Yeah, but most of them are network-based, right? Like, Vagrants or, Miracle Resonant Signs. Or, like, Gravelording. I guess Gravelording arguably isn't that rare. Okay, go down here. Ah. Okay, I think it's this one. I'm gonna get invaded by Guthrie. Oh, thank you. Maybe if I hurry. No. I could probably hurry, but then the spiders would come in here and mess me up anyway. Guthrie is pretty weak, so it's fine. Hopefully Guthrie can't damage. Artifacts? No. Guthrie also has no health, so it's fine. I love the desert basilisks. Basilisks, just like lore-wise, I think they're really cool. Oh, they're an evolved form of basilisks for certain environments. The crabs are network-based. True. Yes, Ornifex, I know. Ivory, straight sword. Wait. Okay, did I get the wrong thing then? Or is it not from Ornifex? Is it from... what's his name? It might be from the other guy. That's very possible. I think it was Star or something that had the rarest things on Dark Souls video. But at least Ray Wall has talked about very rare things in Dark Souls as well. Okay, where am I going? Here. That area was a bane of your existence. It can be difficult sometimes, for sure. I'm gonna put on the retainer robe. Huh? Oh, okay, well, sure. Ugh, I don't like being green. But I feel like this is a waste of an effigy. It is from Artifacts? I figured it was from Artifacts. Did I get the wrong soul or something then? What soul is it from? I think I got the soul of Alsanna. So white? I mean, yeah, Alsanna's extremely white. Is there a waistcloth I can get that's more fitting, by the way? Because if so, I would be happy to grab it. Because this one does not fit very well, I feel like. Soul of Alsanna, that's what I have. Why couldn't I trade for it? I'm fairly certain that's what I got. Did I not just like not pick it up for some reason? Black witch leggings? Well, she has a very short waistcloth like this. It's just a different color. Soul of Alsanna, Silent Oracle. Ah. Then why couldn't I get the weapon? What did I do wrong? Is it reasonable for me to just give myself the weapon at this point? Honestly, I think it is. The soul transmission inventories have triggers. I don't know. Okay, well, I can't leave this, so I'll just drop a spice. I can't drop a spice. I'll just drop a moss. Yeah. Okay, helium voice. Okay. Oh, I should probably check the durability so I don't mess this up. PS2 helium voice has some amount of durability. 90 durability. Not 90 weapons. 90 durability. Okay. Star runs, yeah. That's the person I was thinking of. Earlier Ivory King and spawned in 50 life souls. Yeah, but I mean, it's fine. Alright. That looks crazy. I did not expect it to look like that. Cool. I like how it looks. Alright, I should be able to get to +4. And as far as I know, the upgrades don't matter that much. Yeah, 5 AR from an upgrade. 6, 5. Yeah, I need 4 more Petrified Dragon Bones. It does look like the Fierce Deity Sword, I agree. Okay, so despite having S scaling, I also think that the deck scaling is pretty poor from what I remember. Do I have any more? I do not. Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm with a soft cap, so that's not a good way to check, but fine. Okay. I think I have the stats for Dark Weapon at this point. Oh, 215. That's actually pretty good scaling. Never mind. I guess it's just the base damage. What? That looks very different than I expected. Okay, I'm not going to worry about Dark Weapon just yet. Oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna try... I don't know. I don't know how far I want to go right now, because... obviously, most of the stream I didn't even have the weapon. That's decent. I know it's a curved sword, so it's also fairly fast. But does it have a piss beam? Good question. Because it's awesome, I guess. Does that, like, take a bunch of durability? It sure does. Wow. Do I have a branch? That's the branch I was missing. It's the one from the Pursuer over here. Or next to the Pursuer over here. I knew there was a soul that I usually... or a branch that I usually get that I missed. I just couldn't remember which one. I guess fighting the Pursuer is also a good thing to do with the weapon. Ouch. It's okay. I'm allowed to be greedy because I'm extremely overleveled for here. So, nothing to worry about. we go. Okay, let's see the damage. Pretty decent on something that, as far as I know, is resistant to... Oh, that does no damage. That's just for healing allies, right? Something that's resistant to the damage type that comes off of this. It might be standard. No, it's slash and thrust. Okay. That also might just do no damage because rust resistance. But... oh, my ankle. I really like how it looks. That's a very cool looking weapon. There's no standard damage in this game? I feel like I should have known that. Yeah, that's pretty quick for the damage it does, Joe. I'll get a little bit more damage after an upgrade. Maybe it's just the base damage that doesn't increase very much, but the scaling gets a good boost, because having more damage off of scaling than base damage is not common for this game at all. Also, functional barrel? Oh yeah. Extremely rare occurrence. Okay, let's see the damage like this. Okay, no. It's just not very good damage there. Maybe the counter damage is decent, but with the durability damage that does not seem worth it at all. What's the one-hitter moveset like? I know motion values are pretty significant in this game. Yeah, that's not even that much faster. The one-handed moveset just doesn't really seem worth it. What's the one-handed strong attack, though? Exactly the same. Cool. Hopefully I don't have to use a repair pattern on the Ruin Sentinels because of that. You know what? It looks like the Needle of Eternal Agony from Demon Souls. It's much more functional as a weapon than that one is, though. I really wanted to do a run with the Needle of Eternal Agony, but that would just be so uninteresting. I'm pretty sure punching enemies to death would be faster in that game. I'm not sure. That might be a lie. There might be a way to do some sort of like tumble buff and get a little bit of damage out of it, but I just don't think that would be very interesting, to be honest. Yeah, that's pretty good. For a +4 too, not even +5. Be able to kill all three of them up here with that. Or at least kill this one up here before that one reaches. I think this one's Alessia. I don't remember which order they attack you in. Otherwise I would say their names to sound more intelligent than I am. More knowledgeable, I suppose, is a better word. Cool. Killing the Ruin Sentinels on the starting platform. The mark of a usable weapon. Is there a way to see how much your total AR with scaling increases when you upgrade a weapon? Because I know you can do it with infusions, but I might not have just, or I might have just not pressed the button enough times. 257 at minimum dex and 312 at 50. $215 from scaling. Does that mean that it just gets a bunch of scaling from like a minimum dex? Or a 27, I guess, yeah, that makes sense. I forget minimum dex is 27, so that is quite a bit. Barrel or bucket, which is preferred? In what context? It has bleed. Hell yeah, 200 flat damage every 50 hits. Perfect. That's exactly what I needed out of my curved sword. That might be why the damage is kind of bad. Well, not bad, but that might be why people think the damage is kind of bad, because they're trying to compensate for it with bleed. I don't know. 50 scaling-ish. 50-ish. Scaling. It's still pretty significant. In general, or for cereal? In general, I think barrel, because more storage space is better. But for cereal, bucket, because it's easier to eat out of. I think that's a good answer. Assuming that the barrel and bucket are both leak-proof, as I believe is standard with both. Okay, there's a petrified dragon bone above me. There are more. Okay, I know there's one from the Drake in Hades Tower of Flame. Where else are the petrified dragon bones? Can anyone off the top, or well, or if someone looks it up, I would be fine with that too. Does anyone know of like 2 more petrified dragon bones to get the rogue Mikus out? Exactly. You've eaten cereal out of a barrel. What was that like? How was the experience? God, I can't remember where any petrified dragon bones are. I feel very silly. I guess I do have access to my phone. It's not that difficult to just look it up. Yes, to petrified dragon bone. You lied? Wow, that's fucked up. I can't believe you would lie to me like that. Okay. Right, there's 2 in Iron Keep. Those are the ones that I was forgetting. Got the one in Shaded Woods. Got the one in Doors of Ferris. Got the one in Brightstone Cove. Near the Chapel Threshold bonfire. Wait. 1 on a corpse in Brightstone Cove, Eldora, out the door and right from the lower Brightstone Cove bonfire. So there's one like right next to Ornifex. How many do I have? I need 3. So there's one next to Ornifex, there's one from Hades. And I can get one of the ones in... I don't know, I guess I don't need to get the one from next to Ornifex. Because I want to fight. How sweaty are your feet? In real life or in the game? Because in the game I feel like it's quite a bit. In real life, not very. I had to check. Sorry for the pause. Don't like cereal all that much? I like some cereals quite a bit. Some cereals I could take or leave. Oh my goodness, they are dripping in game. Does that actually look like a bare footprint? No, it doesn't. Wow, I'm turning into a regular Souls fan, looking at the imprint of that my feet leave in the video game when they're wet. Jesus, this is really Miyazaki's vision. You can tell Miyazaki didn't make this game because the footprints aren't bare. They just look like shoes. Oh my goodness. Hold on, let me pay attention to the video game and not talk about feet for a second. I'm getting flustered. God damn it. That's fine. I'm bad at the video game. I'm getting hit so much by this Sinner. The Sinner is one of those bosses that's hard to get more than one hit on, no matter what your weapon is. So I feel like against bosses that don't move very much, i.e. and King, this weapon will be a lot better. Feels like a waste of milk? That's crazy. Make it so you leave pop prints? That's genius. I need to learn how to mod this game. Okay. I'm gonna go to Hades, then I'm gonna go to the Tower of Flame. Barrier 3 times in a row, she stops for a bit. Yeah. Unfortunately, I am not very good at the video games, so that's not the most viable strategy. Which... Okay, never mind. I'm silly. I was gonna ask which of the Sublime Bone Dust I'm missing, but it's the one in the Hidden Path to Hade, and then the one in the Cops. So, sure the mod exists. Perhaps. That would be cool. I'll just leave the Soul of Alsanna in my inventory for now, I guess. I guess I could discard it. That turns your player model into solar bullets. I tried. I tried really hard for that. Almost accidentally put your ID in it. Probably best to avoid that if you're going to share it online. Okay. I need to go to Hade. May as well keep the soul true. That is part of the cosplay. That's a good point. I don't know. In general, I'm not a huge fan of curved swords in this game. So this isn't exactly a weapon that I've been interested in using. But I've also always been curious about it because I've heard a lot of talk about it for sure. Ah, damn. I was really hoping it'd be 2 and not 3. But it's okay. Oh my god, I wasn't expecting the 3rd hit because that never happens. Staggered at only 2 that time too. Do you do more poise damage with counter hits? That might be what went on there. Okay, yeah, the damage is more than fine. Forgot what silverware is. Yeah, because you eat out of your bowl, right? It's pretty weak for a DLC weapon, that's true. I know that is it a curved greatsword? The Sword of Nil or something? That's pretty good. Wow, I don't remember that combo off of the big guy. Having a combo that long seems very unlike you. Over as a type of hat, true. Nil curved sword, yeah. From what I remember, that one's fairly decent. Like hardware or software. Close. It is hardware, I suppose. Arguably. I've been playing way too much Elden Ring. My brain saw the spear as like a greatsword very similar to Ordovis, the Ordovis greatsword in Elden Ring. I'm like, oh, I'm about to fight a greatsword enemy because this is a knight. No. Just stylish. Which DLC weapon is that? I'm not really sure what my favorite DLC weapon is. I should upgrade my endurance, huh? I didn't even think about that. I'm very silly. I haven't used very many DLC weapons, I think is the issue. In terms of looks, from what I remember, I think the Ashen Warrior sword is my favorite. The Lois Great sword. How do you get that one? Oh my goodness, that's a parry on it. I wanted to check. I'm trying to remember where the 2 petrified dragon bones in Iron Keep are, because I know there's one like inside the furnace room, and there's another one. I think the wiki that I just read said it was after Smelter, but I don't remember where exactly it is. Because like there's a very tiny area after Smelter, and I do not remember there being a petrified dragon bone in there. Ouch. There we go. A Lowenstein. So true. Maybe I should do the Ashen Warrior sword for the next pull. Instead of the... I think I put Varangian straight sword on there. Full of lead. Okay. Huh. Okay, here, I'm gonna go pee real quick. I will be right back. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I am back. Is there anything in this game that's specifically weak to that's specifically weak to slash damage? I can't remember off the top of my head if there is. Oh, then the central building. Are both of them? Oh, broken stairs. Broken stairs. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I don't remember exactly where that is. Figured out how it happened. Congratulations. Hope you were able to fix it easily. Maybe one of the... Oh my goodness. Maybe one of the sneakiest ambushes in the game. Or you jump to the Dull... where the Dull Ember was in vanilla. Oh! Oh yeah, okay. I want the jump that I usually make anyway. Excuse me. I'm excited to use the club in this game. Is it screwed over like it is in Dark Souls 1 in this game? I imagine it's not, given it's Dark Souls 2, but I'm not sure. Yeah, the regular club, yeah. Oh my goodness, go away. I want to grab the bone dust here. Just because I want to have a decent amount of healing for later. I say, as if I have used the bone dust that I've gotten so far. Oops. Just have to get one more punch in there real quick. Because I find that enemy so annoying. Doesn't look like it? Cool, good to know. I know in Elden Ring it's one of the better, like, physical damage hammers. With pure strength scaling. I'm not sure about... At least in Night Rain it is. Not sure about, like, Dark Souls 3 or whatever, though. It wouldn't surprise me if it was basically useless in Dark Souls 3. With how that game is generally. I'm gonna... I thought there was... I could have swore there was one of these guys over there. I guess not. I feel like I do that a lot. Specifically that area. I don't know why I thought there was an enemy over there. I did know about this one, though. I did, in fact, remember that one. I didn't know I could remember things either, don't worry. I'm just as shocked. Okay. Ah! I Excuse me. Thank you. Jesus. Do I want the gauntlets? Engraved gauntlets? Probably not. I think I'm fine with the damage. If I'm like really struggling, the engraved gauntlets won't help enough to make it that big of a difference, so I don't think I'm going to worry about them. It's not that out of the way, but it's out of the way enough that I don't really care to get them. Because then I have to go back to the Shaded Woods, and I guess if I was doing like Dark Lurker, it would make sense to do that, but whatever. Hello, Rowena. I don't know why I grabbed the key. I just said I wasn't going to do that. It's easier to go up here, though, instead of running past the enemies beneath. Yeah, I don't think the footstep sound changes based on what you're wearing. I think pretty sure it exclusively changes based on the material that you're standing on. This one is a very squishy and wet, but also crunchy. I don't know how I feel about that. Yep. Okay, let's see if I can get rid of as many of these guys as possible while they're still spawning. So they don't have the opportunity to block me. That's when it gets really annoying. I did this in the way where I'm gonna have the most enemies on me at the same time. Yeah, it is a weirdly absent piece of detail, huh? I agree. Congratulations, Alyssa. I hope your cool job went well. Everything's fine. You picked so many vegetable? Well, hell yeah. Why does that specific attack give them super armor? That's weird. You. The one I usually kill first. Pickles are good, I don't blame you. There we go. Could have had one more bone wheel if I was playing vanilla. Maybe that is the superior version of the game. Maybe I was wrong all along. All thanks to a single bone wheel. Zucchini. I like zucchinis. Not on their own, but things made with zucchini. I'm hungry. Need to get something to eat after this. Grilled zucchini. I'm not big on, like, specifically zucchini. Like, any way of preparing it on its own, I'm not a huge fan of, but anything that it's in tends to be really nice. I'm gonna put on the cat ring, so I can make the jump without taking too much damage. What's everyone's favorite vegetable? Do you sell petrified dragon bones right now? I don't think so. Yeah, no. I didn't think so. Pretty sure you need the king's ring for that. Spinach and broccoli. Spinach is a really good answer. I love spinach. I love broccoli. I was talking about broccoli cheddar soup earlier today, actually. I'm a big fan of broccoli cheddar soup, and I feel like it's very underrated. Garlic and corn. Garlic is also a really good answer. I feel like that doesn't fit the vibe, but it's still really good. Wheat sucks. Wheat is good in certain contexts. I'm a fan of bread. I really like spinach. Spinach on on sandwiches it's just the best roughage you can have on a sandwich, really. I'm trying to think what my absolute favorite vegetable is, though. Probably potato. Potatoes are really good. That's a really basic, boring answer, but potatoes are so good in every single way you can prepare them, and you can prepare them in so many ways. Your opinion differs. Okay. I will keep it in mind. Darn. Smelling bad in the bad way. This is tragic. Yeah, I don't think spinach is that bitter. It's definitely more bitter than a lot of other greens, but it's not that bitter. Homophobic man has been obliterated. Oh, this is the homophobic man. There we go. I feel like it's kind of uncouth to kiss the Desert Pyromancer as Alsanna, but it's okay. Ah! I'm sure she's okay with it. No? Okay. Alsanna's married. I guess her husband is dead, but... Cilantro? Cilantro's good. Yeah, potatoes are just a good vegetable, a good food in general. What is this guy doing? Why is he twitching around like that? Okay. Sweet potatoes are also very good. But I feel like sweet potatoes aren't as flexible as normal potatoes. So I think normal potatoes take the top spot for me. I think there are certain contexts where I vastly prefer sweet potatoes, like sweet potato fries or like sweet potato casserole. Oh, so good. But like, I don't know. I feel like there are just more contexts where you can use normal potatoes. EVR? Is that a typo, or am I just lacking knowledge? Sweet potatoes are incredible. I highly recommend making sweet potato fries if you have never had sweet potatoes before. I believe they're in season right now, so they should be fairly cheap at like your local grocery store if they have them. No, I don't think they are in season. I think they're in season in fall. But still, they're not exactly the most expensive vegetable. I always think that's a gorilla every single time. I know that it's silver black and not silverback, but every single time I see the gorilla. Okay, I'm not gonna rest. There's no reason to. Oof. It is silver black, not silverback, yeah. Welcome back, here I go. Pardon me. I like soggy sweet potato fries as well as crispy, so I like sweet potato fries however they are, but I get it. Sweet potato casserole is also extremely easy to make. It's just like, it's basically just mashed sweet potatoes or diced sweet potatoes, depending on what you prefer. And like onions, what? No. And marshmallows, very different things, actually. You just like put it in the oven for a bit. calling them silverbacks is very understandable. No, come back. Come here. Thank you. Nice. Oh, but now she can't grab me. Get out of the poison! How? I've never had her be that docile. Okay, and right back in, huh? I've never seen her do that much. Oh, add pause. Okay, 1 second. Did I just get a double hit? Did I hit her back and her tail? I wonder if baked sweet potato would be good. I feel like it would. I feel like that's kind of a no-brainer. God, I love women. Baked sweet potato are very good. Very good. I need to get sweet potatoes next time we go to the store. Very relatable, Ria. We bought sweet potatoes a couple times because we were gonna make fries, but we never found the time to actually make fries. But baked potatoes are much easier to make. Use butter and cinnamon for the inside. Oh my goodness, I am so hungry. I like plain sweet potato fries. I do have an air fryer. Clearly. True. Clearly you own an air fryer. I'm gonna level endurance, because I should have been doing that this whole time. 20 endurance is a good standard. Okay, I'm gonna get this to plus 15. I'm gonna fight Iron King. And I think I'm gonna end the stream there. I need food. And I'm starting to get tired. I should drink more water though. And then we'll see how long I need to stream tomorrow, I guess. Hopefully it won't be too long. The DLCs usually don't take me very long, and especially since I've already gone through half of Ilium Lice and most of Shova. Could be fairly short. Food is a good idea. Food is always a good idea. I'm a big fan of food. I should have updated my Estes, I forgot. Aluminum King. Aluminium King. If you're British. If he's British. Okay, so this is the Dragon Bone? It is. Nice. Okay. I haven't liked curved swords when I've used them in previous playthroughs. I've used the warp sword. I've used the scimitar a bit. But I'm not disliking this at all. This feels good to use, for sure. Oof. Did I say plus 15? I meant plus 5. If I did. Deltian is pretty good. I'm just not huge on the moveset, to be honest. I know this one has the same one, but this one's a lot longer. Oh, hi. I forgot about you. Oh, wait. That lowers the bridge, not... That was scary. I forgot that did that. fun fact, that one gives you iframes. Can I get back up to the smelter demon room from here? I shouldn't have lowered that bridge. That was very silly of me. Here we go. Mannequin blade. I really like how the mannequin saber looks. Again, it's just kind of the moveset that throws me off. Ouch. Falchion does bleed? I think so. Is it? Or... yeah, the Falchion does. The scimitar doesn't. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Okay, time to go do the jump again, I guess. Actually, I guess it's fairly easy to take out all the knights from this side. A lot easier than from the other side, anyway. Okay. What the? How did he get over there? Gee, how did she get over there? What? Oh. That would explain that. Damn, that was a close one. Gives off feminine energy. I don't think there are very many, if any, straight people here. And the straight people that are here are queer in some way. I think Hirago's a guy, yeah. From what I remembered. I did see that knight walk into the lava, that was very funny. Ugh, greedy. Yeah, the streamer being a queer woman makes most people interested in viewing the streamer. Also queer women, in my experience. This is not a phenomenon exclusive to me. Talking about what you had for dinner is very feminine. I feel like there are certain contexts in which it can be masculine or autistic. Only one of which applies to me. Okay. I thought I was gonna get hit by that. That was scary. That was greedy. I shouldn't have done that. It's fine. It's just Smelter Demon. I don't know why I'm like worried about being greedy or whatever. Not exactly a hard boss. Would it be straight if you were attracted to binary people? Gender only means different. I think that's up to you. Been doing something again? Hell yeah, here I go. You should talk about cooking more then, I think. Narrator is washed. Congratulations. Yeah, I think talking about meals in the context of like small talk is pretty like masculine. It can also be fun. I think actually it's pretty gender neutral. It depends on the context in which you're talking about food, about your meals. But when it's like the points of a conversation, it's absolutely very autistic in my eyes. Is it gay to like food? Food is universal? The way you talk about food isn't, though, right? The context in which you talk about food and how you talk about food is not necessarily universal. I need to not forget to upgrade my stuff, actually. Did I just fight this guy? I may be silly. I sure did. Is it gay to require nutrients? Fellas, is it gay to drink water? Straights don't eat. Straights photosynthesize. Okay. Upgrade that. Set that to max. I should have checked the AR on it, but it's fine. 397. What's the 32? I think that's 5 off of base and 5 off of scaling. I wasn't paying that much attention though. Is it gated B? I feel like there was something else I was gonna do. Oh yeah, burn my Ashen Bone Dust. Sublime Bone Dust. Sublime Bone Dust. Water drinking is an inherently queer activity. True. It really is. It is also very queer to not drink water. You're swallowing? Why are you swallowing? Are you practicing for something? It is gay to burn your bone dust, yes. I feel like that should go without saying, though, to be honest. This is a stupid bit. It went on for so much longer than it should have. Back pain also queer? I feel like back pain can be very cishet old man, but it can also be very gay, very queer. Oh my goodness. I know how to play the video game, I swear. Don't do it. Come here. No. That works, I guess. Whatever. Cool. I am liking the speed of the weapon. Old, queer, autistic, and feminine. Back pain below the age of 63. Yeah, that's a cutoff. I don't know if it's the right cutoff, but it's certainly a cutoff. I should do this. Okay. You cannot back away from that. I should know that, but I didn't. Yeah, but it's funny. I only care about labels because they're either comforting to me specifically, or they're funny. Or they're comforting to other people. I care about how other people view how I consider their labels, if it's important to them. Turtle soup. Ah, yeah, true. Back pain from boobs is extremely... I feel like it can also be extremely trans mask, though. I feel like it's kind of a stereotype for trans men to have big boobs. Molded by it? Yeah, okay. Bruria. Okay. And then tomorrow I will fight the I'll fight Freya and then go to or do the rest of the castle and go from there. Hopefully it doesn't take me more than 3 hours to beat the game tomorrow. We'll see. How should you feel about strongly relating to some transmask stuff? I don't know. It depends on how you relate to it and how you, like, I don't know, how you feel about relating to it on top of, like, I don't know, it depends. It's the point. Maybe something worth looking into, maybe not. It's really, like, up to how you want to consider yourself. Can you not change things on ladders? Eventually. That weld? I was not paying enough attention to know what you're talking about, to be honest. Okay. Ah, beans. God, yeah. I should absolutely be upgrading my endurance more. Wow, he is in position, huh? I've never really noticed that. He is ready. And that's awesome for him. That's why he waits there so long. Oh my goodness. Does he take more damage from hitting him in the head? I feel like he does, but I'm not sure. I've never really paid attention. There you go. Is your twink devil boys? There are other twinks. I feel like Elden Ring has the highest proportion of twinks. Maybe Dark Souls 3. Elden Ring and Dark Souls 3 both have quite a few twinks relative to the amount of non-twink men. Okay. Yeah. So tomorrow, I can beat Freya. It's fine. Freya's short, and well, I don't know. She's pretty tall, but the short boss fight, and that way we can just go straight through the castle tomorrow. And so I think that's more fitting. No, not like that. Okay. Link Souls 3. Through. And the twinks are in Baldur's Gate? What? Never mind. I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna make that joke. That's uncouth of me. Oh, I should have. Whatever. I don't need torch. I don't need the torch. I'm not a coward. I'm a coward, but I don't need to show it. We'll see if I can avoid it, but I don't need to show it. Oh my god. I forgot how much I hate the spiders in this game. I'm able to ignore them when I have the torch because I know they won't come near me. But, ugh. 20 yips per minute. It's a pretty high yip rate. Oh my goodness. When they're crawling around on the ground, they don't really bother me at all. It's when they're just like sticking to the wall or hanging from the ceiling. That really fucks me up. When they're acting like actual spiders is what bothers me. That one. These, you know? Yips is the new measure of, or unit of measurement for everything. I feel like yips are pretty subjective. So who's yips? Whose yips are we talking about? I want to put on the cat ring here. I can just drop down and not worry about it. Sun Tzu, probably. What an awful place. On the bottom of the spider webs? I actually really hate those ones, believe it or not. The ones crawling out of the dragon, too? Ugh. Like, watching them crawl out of the dragon is maybe one of the worst things in this game. Genuinely so awful. I got a two hands in the Freya fight. You know, if I had a spell buff, I'd be able to use it here, which I never do with Freya. Come back down. It's just a bomb. You got jump scared by a spider tomorrow. That's awesome. Not that you got jump scared by a spider, but that you were able to what's the word? Foretell that? I suppose that's a way to put it. Over tomorrow? I agree. I feel like I don't talk about the day after tomorrow often enough to remember to use over tomorrow, though. Oh, not having a torch and still having to wait for Aldia here. Okay, let's see how big of an Aldia pushback we get. Yeah, that's pretty good. Larbird was a real term. Hope I need to pause. That's... Oops. Sorry, Aldia. That doesn't come until later. Actually, I probably won't fight you on this one at all. Go away. It's the opposite of a starbird. An arachnophobia mod? No. I've never found a good arachnophobia mod. Ever. The ones that I've experienced. Hogwarts Legacy, which is already not a great game. They still freak the hell out of me. It's like when I see them, it's not their appearance that bothers me, it's the way they move. And they move exactly the same with the arachnophobia mod on. There's Hightail, which is also awful because it turns the spiders into crabs, which are less bad, but they still trigger my arachnophobia. They also don't do anything about the scorpions. And there's Peak, which is the other one, which also freaks. The weird distorted frog creatures that they turn into is also awful. Again, it's better than just straight spiders, but it's the way they move, not the way they look. Larbird is an old term for port. Yeah, Starbird and Larbird. I remember Starbird is to the right because Larbird, which starts with an L, is to the left. And Larbird is port. Anyway. Yeah, so tomorrow we're gonna go through the castle, go through the DLC and everything. Hopefully it won't take me more than 3 hours tomorrow, but I guess we'll see. So, thank you all so much for watching. I'll probably grab some Estus shards and stuff after stream and whatever, but yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I love you all. I don't know how to end this.